everyone and welcome back to Cancelled in Spirit. So today, not today, but like last week, we didn't come out with an episode because I've been planning like multiple episodes that are going to be coming out. So I've been like talking to a bunch of people and I've been asking like if they'd be interested in coming in as guests, and a lot of these girls are like just amazing, and they're all like, we're trying to set times and stuff for everyone to come through because everyone definitely does not live close to each other. So that's why I haven't been very consistent with this, but we will 100% get consistent. But today I thought that I would fill in an episode because I missed out last week, and talk about something this week, something that everyone can relate to. So I was thinking that today I would talk about anxiety struggles. So if you know me, you know that anxiety was like a big thing that I struggled with back in 2022. I was a child who never specifically had anything, like I never had too many troubles with anxiety until I probably entered high school, and I feel like that's like relatable for so many people. Like when you were a kid, like you could do anything, like nothing scared you, nothing mattered to you, and then you got older and then you became more self-aware and self-conscious, and you kind of like sat there and were like, I wish as a kid I never said that I wanted to grow up, because I know now I don't want to be here now. But yeah, like in my final years of high school was more of the time where anxiety really set in, and I was more into not wanting to show up to school. There was a big point in my downfall, but like a lot of things happened at the same time. Like my anxiety developed, but then I also all of a sudden had all these sicknesses. Well, not really sicknesses, but like I feel like a lot of females probably could relate to like a low iron splurge that just randomly happened and you just didn't know what to do. That definitely happened for me, and that really clocked me, like actually clocked me mentally, and I stopped talking to people, I stopped going out, I stopped everything. But I really think that COVID, like being locked in, definitely started it, but it took a while for me mentally to be like, oh, like I don't want to do anything anymore. Like in my last years, I don't think a lot of people know, I didn't really talk about it too much, but I think I only had like a few months left of high school and I was prepared to drop out, and I was ready to just not finish because of how my mind was working. But over the years I've come up with things to help me, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, you know, wanting to a lot of these things. Like it's happened to everyone and it's not uncommon, unfortunately, but it's definitely more talked about now that everyone can kind of get their grasps and their own ideas to how to help themselves. Some people are still going through it now. I mean, I feel like how do I explain this? Like it still happens here and there to me, but I've figured out how to not specifically overcome, but to relax myself. I got a book about anxiety. I've read most of it, and like sometimes anxiety is just like a defense mechanism in your own brain to protect you from something that you don't know, which is very obvious, and you know it's fair, and it's more of like a protection to make sure that you feel safe and to get you out of that situation. It's like a gut feeling, really, isn't it? But yeah, like things that had helped me over the years were like, I used to write in a bunch of journals. Like I used to be a journal freak, like every 2 seconds, because my mind was just on and on and on, and I just didn't know, I couldn't talk to anyone. I'm still pretty bad at it. I'm trying to get better, I promise, but I'm still, you know, learning to open up and still speak about what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. I'm still 50-50, but I will cry. If I try to talk to a person, like talk in person with someone, I will cry. Hands down, I most likely will cry, but you know, it's progress. But yeah, I used to write in journals and stuff and just really empty my mind, and that really did help me a lot, actually. Or I used to use my notes app and just like write all in there, just anything I was thinking about, everything I was feeling. I would literally write it all in there, and that would be like, that would help me for most of the day. Yeah. There was also a point when I entered my new job that I have currently. I think within the first few weeks, I was always anxious, and I think it was just because it was a whole new environment for me. But you know, slowly as time went on, and I actually started talking to people at work, and I started, you know, and the managers they're just amazing. They're really great. And just to talk to on, you know, most of the time they're pretty much there for you. And it was just developing to be close with everyone. I started relieving, my anxiety started relieving, and now I'm like the biggest menace at work. Like, if you ask anyone, I am so annoying. It's not even funny, but it is. But yeah, like another thing that really helped with my anxiety was my friends. A lot of the time, if I needed someone, they were always going to be there. Definitely hanging out with people like that, you know, that can uplift you and make you so much happier, is literally one of the best things for you. Sometimes you can't always be by yourself. Like, you can't let it drag you down all the time. And when you know that you need to see someone or you need to be around someone, you could literally pick your best friend or your family. Sometimes you just have to be around someone to distract you or just to uplift you, because sometimes if you sit there by yourself, it doesn't get better. Like, there was my point in time where I would sit in my room for days straight, staring just here at this blinds, and I wouldn't move, and it got worse. It just got worse and worse and worse. But you know, I took a step. I had a good talk with Dad, and you know, I got out. I took a step and got out of the room. Like, that's literally what you need to do. Like, you need to take the step. Oh, I'm crying. Oh wow. But yeah, I have work later, so this is probably not the best time to be crying. But that's pretty much, you know, how you work towards it. I know everyone's different on how they want to establish themselves with anxiety, but you know, everyone goes through it. And if you're always looking for advice or something, like someone to talk to, there's always going to be someone. There's also like apps and like, you know, websites and stuff for people to talk to, like professionals to talk to, if you don't feel like you want to talk to your parents or your brother, your sister, or any of your friends because you feel scared. There's a heap of people you can talk to professionally that can help you out and will listen to you. There's also ones where you can just message if you don't feel like talking. There's the things that accommodate everybody nowadays, don't they? But yeah, I thought I'd come in and say my spiel, you know, because everyone goes through it, and I think that some people need to be told, like, you know, not to be told, but to be assured that it's not just them, it's everyone, and there's always ways that they can work through it, and they're never alone. Even if they think they're alone, they are never alone. And I used to think that I was always alone, but here I am with everything that I've ever wanted in the world. Like, my mindset totally changed, and now I'm grateful for everything. I used to hate the world. I used to hate the world. I used to think that God was beating me down, but it was never like that. It was just how I was thinking, and once you rewire your brain, you just see a whole new perspective on life, and you're just like, wow. But don't push all of that away and think like, don't hide her. Don't hide the person that you were inside before. It was a part of you, and you can continue living on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a part of you, and it's not something to be ashamed about. That's what I meant. It's not something to be ashamed about. It's something to be proud of, that you pushed through and you worked your way towards the happiness that you are living out, you know? But yeah, I thought I'd say my spiel. I unfortunately have to go to work now, so to get ready for work. But hopefully some people took some stuff from that. Hopefully I don't think I specifically helped, but I do wish I helped people with some ideas maybe that they can do to help them relieve any anxiety struggles. I mean, it's not a pretty specific big list to help anyone, but it's a small one that maybe you guys could try out. Something on my ankle. But yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.